Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Well, it's that gorgeous meeting of surf and turf here at La Jolla, California. The final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is on now. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elving, alongside Rich Beam, right here in the booth. And out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Beamer, your thoughts quickly here on Torrey Pines South. It is a big boy golf course, isn't it?
It is, and these players are in for a rude awakening because they've had some pretty simple golf courses up to this point. But this golf course, U.S. Open venue, this is going to punch you right in the mouth. There's no holding back here. This golf course is flat out tough. One of the toughest tests these players will see all year long. It's usually damp. It's usually cool. The wind blows off the ocean. It is just all around not fun to play in. I tell you what, if you're playing well, you can really find out what you are doing well, and that will help you in the upcoming season a lot.
We head down to the first tee now, and as we begin our coverage of this week's event, it's a good time to check in with Henny Koyak because we've been hearing some word about a rivalry that's heating up between our featured player and Rose Zhang.
Luke, Rose Zhang is cool, calm, super talented. Our featured player better bring that and more if they're going to defeat her.
Thanks for that, Henny. Looking forward to seeing how this rookie fares against Rose Zhang. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Well, Rich, that's got to feel good. Opening the first with an under-par score.
Oh, and look at that birdie at the first. 18 under par today, still in play.
Atta boy, good shot. Second shot on the second. Yep, that shot safely on the green. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Well, this looks pretty handy. That was a nice putt. Had a good-looking line, plenty of speed, but just didn't drop. And that brings to an end that hole. Heading to the next hole now, and this player's currently in a share of the lead with Brooke Henderson. One of the most photographed holes in all of the PGA Tour is this downhill par 3 third at Torrey Pines South.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Bit quick in the stroke, that looked pulled. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
And as we head to the next, this player is currently tied top of the leaderboard alongside Brooke Henderson. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance of knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
Oh, a 9-foot chance here. And it's a 1-stroke par for our leader over the field. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Some nice calculations there with this wind.
An opportunity for a birdie here. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
This one starting out way to the right.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. He's currently in the second position. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Oh, well done. He's standing over his third shot.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him. Just a bit outside into the rough.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Par putt coming up here. It's just about 3 feet away. He's currently in second place on the leaderboard. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
Lovely tee shot here. Just take it out those bunkers on the left-hand side and hit yourself a little baby fade. From there, you've got a green that sits above you slightly and also chases away from you just a little bit, believe it or not. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut.
And from the rough too. This is looking nice.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
This one's going to go up the hill and to the right, I believe.
Ooh.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 8th at Torrey Pines South is an uphill par 3. It can be a hole in one hole, or it can be an absolute brute to even find the green, depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
This putt for par here. Well holed. Let's move on. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Is there anything classier than someone that can hit a driver off the deck? Let's take a look at Rose Zhang, shall we? Gee, you don't see that very often. Superb shot. Okay, time to return to the action. They caught the bunker, Henny. Is that lie okay?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Well, that's wonderfully played out of the sand. Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. And with that, he moves to 1 under par. Okay, it's time to make the turn and a good time to reflect on the action so far. Rich?
1 back, 9 to go, Luke. This is getting interesting. 8 days a week, that rhythm works.
And let's catch up now with Rose Zhang.
So it's looking good from the sand.
Oh, that one looked pretty good off the blade, and it's looking pretty good on the green too. Well, there's some great new stars in the women's game, but Rose Zhang's really one of the brightest out there. She stepped right up onto the big stage early in her career, but she just seems to be going to another level right now.
Well, it was astonishing coming right out of the amateur game and winning so quickly her first start on the LPGA Tour, and that just doesn't happen. You know, who does that? I mean, a handful of players in the game have ever done that, and to watch her go out there and just kind of make that move seamlessly, that's only for world-class players, which is exactly what she is. I just can't wait to watch her progress and see exactly what her limit is, because right now I don't think she has one.
And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
Nicely done. Well-fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
Oh, this is just a mean little par 3, isn't it? Not a big target up there green-wise. You got deep bunkers right and left. You got a 2-tier green. It's a fun, good-looking par 3. That's really hard.
Going with the 5-iron here. Well, this will be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, it's a mid-range 32-foot putt.
He's going to like the look of this one. That'll be inside the circle of friendship. And this one is for his par. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. We'll talk about strong, long, and difficult. Let's stand on the 12 here. And is there a harder par 4 on the entire property?
There is not. I mean, this is just usually right back into the teeth of the breeze. Not wind, just a little breeze. Enough to make it about 30 yards longer. You got some bunkers left and right that you got to deal with, but from there, you got a green that sits above the fairway just enough to make that second shot just a little bit longer. This is a brute, an absolute brute.
And choosing the 8-iron here. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark. This now, his 3rd shot. Just 2 shots behind. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Ooh, looking nice.
Starting to work its way towards the cup. "4 feet to the cup."
These par putts, they keep a round going.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. 13 is a really cool par 5, the first of 2 in the inward 6 holes here, but you've got to nail your drive if you want to get there in 2.
It's a very interesting hole. You know, miss those bunkers, put yourself in the fairway, but you've got this ravine that you have to hit over. It's a grass ravine, thankfully, so if you miss the fairway, you can lay up there. But going for this green, if you come up a little shy, you could find one of these 4 or 5 bunkers, both left and right, and then you've got a nearly impossible up and down from there. And again, a green that's got a section on the left and a section on the right. Very rarely did they put the pin in the middle. But boy, I'd tell you what, this is a really good, fun par 5 that you can make anywhere from 3 to 7.
Needs this one to kick right. Lining this putt up from a fair distance. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Well, can be firm with this one up the hill, but it's going to move to the right as well.
And that's going to be a pretty good outcome, that one, in the circle of friendship. And that putt will drop. Well done. He finds himself in a share of 4th. Well, as we head into our finishing stretch, it starts with the par 4 14th.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Just 2 shots back after that hole. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
Why are the straightaway par 4s the hardest ones? We have another one right here. It's just straight away with the drive, nothing fancy about it. You find the fairway and you're left with another long iron second shot. You got a front right bunker that should see plenty of action. The one on the left, though, that's a big no-no spot, as this green does tilt pretty good from back to front.
Club face may have got caught up in the rough here. Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Yeah, trying to draw that one in there, but not committing to it, leaving it out.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. John, have you got a good read on this one?
It's hard to tell. It might be a little bit of a break to the right.
That's disappointing. Just 3 feet to the cup. And with that putt, now even par with the final few holes to go.
Oh, it's time to dig in and give it your all coming down the final few.
16th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Here's Rose Zhang. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay, let's get back to the action. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. This is a good chance. And down she goes. He finds himself in a share of 8th. Your ball striking certainly gets tested off the tee here at 17 as we head for home at Torrey Pines South.
You want to avoid the bunkers on the right, but in doing so, you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill. There's 2 distinct sections, the left and the right here. A little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one looks like it's come out a little soft out of that fairway bunker. Probably won't reach the green. This looks pretty handy. And down it goes. And that'll promote a good move up the standings.
I just love everything here. The setup, the technique, the attack angle, the strike, and the hole out.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
He may not have enough club to reach the green here. That one's into the drink, folks, I'm sorry to say. Sitting at 1 under. This putt is 16 feet to the hole. And he's down there. You got to read?
Yeah, I've got it left to right and quick down this hill.
He's finished up his work for the week in the house at 1 under par. And Henning, here we were at the start of this rivalry, doubting they even had the capabilities to take them on, let alone whop them like that.
Luke, that was really incredible stuff. It was a pleasure to walk the fairways and watch that performance, that dominant performance. As you said, we didn't expect a victory, let alone a victory like that.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.